Hi, I am Dr. Sheila Sapp of Sheila E. Cares. I am a former school administrator and I have my own consulting business. And today I want to share with you a few tips from chapter 3 of my book, The School Connection. And I wrote this resource book for parents, teachers, and school leaders. And what I want to share with you is chapter 3, which I devoted to parents and teachers and school leaders who have special needs students in their schools or teachers in their classrooms and parents, of course, at home. And it's getting near the end of the year. And one of the things that I really would like to talk to all three of my audiences is about I.E.P meetings, Individualized Education Program meetings. And now is the time, if some of you have not had any scheduled yet, but you probably will soon. I came across some tips, some do's and don'ts for IEPs, which were written by Amanda Morin. So I would like to share some of those tips with you today. Now, here are some do's and don'ts. Number one, do be respectful. Be respectful of other people's opinions. Now, for me, I've sat in on many IEP meetings, and I would say I'm so glad that she put this first because I think this is very important. Everyone who will be participating in the meeting will have ideas and some things that they want to express. It's very important to be respectful, and especially if you want to come up with a program that's going to meet everyone's needs, the parent, the student, as well as the classroom teacher. Here's something that you don't want to do. You don't want to accept opinions. You need to have facts. So do not be afraid to ask questions. Now, if something comes up and you're not certain about it, then feel free to ask a question and ask that person to give you specific facts about what they express. And so I've already mentioned one do and one don't. And of course, the third do is do ask questions. Don't feel shy, and there are no dumb questions. So if there's anything that you're not certain about and you don't understand, the IEP meeting is the time to ask the question. Don't wait until you go home. Ask it then. And another don't is don't be intimidated. And sometimes when you sit in on those meetings, you have the parents, the teacher, the principal, you may have the assistant principal, the members of the special ed needs team, and it can be a little overwhelming having all those people. But everyone has an equal right, and parents, you have a right too. So do not be intimidated by the people in that meeting. The most important person that needs to be discussed is your child. So never forget that. And also, do give people benefit of the doubt. Don't start off making accusations. You don't want to have your meetings start off on a bad note. So again, be respectful and give people the benefit of the doubt. And we're all human and we do make mistakes. So never forget, Take time, ask questions. Don't wait until you go home. Be respectful. And also be respectful of each person's opinions and ideas. And also, as a part of the meeting, don't bring up things in a tone that you're accusing someone of something. Remember, the whole purpose of the meeting is to plan a program that's going to meet your child's needs. And if something did not work over the course of the school year, or you would like to see some things change, it is during the I.E.P meetings that at least that's one time that you can recommend a change. And any time during the school year, if there's something that is done that you have a question about, or you see how your child is reacting to what was implemented at home, and you like to see a change, then you need to contact the teacher, contact the school, and request an I.E.P meeting to discuss that. Now, there are some other tips and do's and don'ts that I want to mention, and I will do that in a part 2. But meanwhile, be looking for a notice or a Gmail or email from your school or telephone call requesting a time to set up the I.E.P meeting to end the school year. And that will be a time that you will have the opportunity to review what happened over the course of the school year, and what worked and what didn't work, and what changes need to be made. And I must say, these I.E.P meetings mean a lot. So make sure once you schedule them that you do everything possible to keep that appointment. And if something comes up because things happen, please take the time to reschedule. So those were some of the do's and don'ts that are here in my book, The School Connection. And I have many more tips and ideas and strategies and techniques for special needs parents, as well as regular ed parents. And I will leave information on how you can obtain a copy or subscribe to my YouTube channel, where I will bring up different sources of information and tips and strategies for you to use. So you take care, and don't forget, you are and you can be your child's first teacher. Bye.